how you folks at home feeling?
Even when the wind does blow, it's not always in the right direction, and everyone's pretty relieved when the judges announce the competition is back on.
For sure you keep your eye on Bjorn. Bjorn Dunkerbeck's always consistent. Jason Polikow.
I would definitely put my money on Robin Nash.
Bjorn Dunkerbeck.
Polikow would be an obvious choice.
I feel pretty good for this event.
Definitely Jason Polikow, Francisco Goya, even Nick Baker could say really strongly here.
What we're doing on the water compared to what we were doing 10 years ago is a lot more extreme, a lot harder to judge as well, because in the past there were 5 or 10 good guys, and now you got 30 good guys.
By heat 25, things really start to go off as Josh Angulo takes out fellow American, the legendary Robbie Nash. Francisco Goya makes light work of Frenchman Robert Tuitiao, and I beat Vidar Jensen.
Kev's good. If you have him okay, he'll probably beat you. I didn't get to see him sail. We'll have to wait and see.
And on form Josh Stone swiftly removes Scott McKersher, followed by Kevin Pritchard. And feathers are well and truly ruffled when Eric Truscheider, ranked only 46, knocks out 12 times world champion Bjorn Dunkerbeck. Then in the same heat, my good mate Jason Polikow was sent packing by big wave rider Anders Bringdahl. The grade 8 have been reduced to just 4, but it's not over yet for anyone.
I have to hope there's a double elimination and try and come up to the double tomorrow or the next day, hopefully.
When the conditions are good, a double elimination means the heats run again. The sailors join in where they were knocked out the day before. It offers a second chance to those who lose and keeps the competition open right to the end.
Not a great heat. My hands, I can't even feel my fingers on my feet. Just unbelievable.
Thank you.
It is hard out there, isn't it? Jesus Christ, man.
Looks like I have to keep my fingers crossed for a double elimination along with my mate Jason.
Basically what we've got here is the judging sheets. They put on every score, every manoeuvre you did, they put a mark for it, wave riding and jumping. Josh did well, obviously. A little bit better than I did. Have to come back tomorrow and see if we can do a bit better.
As Josh goes on to fight in the finals against Francisco Goya, I go home to rethink my strategy.
Before, the windsurfing girls sucked. They were like huge and just, I must beat you. Right? They weren't very fun. But nowadays we have so many cool like windsurfing girls, and I think they're such a big asset to our tour because they're just fun girls, and they're like one of the guys kind of, you know.
We give them a hard time and they give us a hard time too. So.
It's good. It's better for jumping up for wave riding, I think, but it's quite a difficult path, you know. Let's see what happens. This is a really tough condition for all of us, so we try all the best. It's getting windier. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
I'll be alright, I'll hang on. Hang on tight.
I was actually having a really good heat, just went into a really big section and just lost it, and it just ripped the kit out of my hand. I think I probably just lost out on that one ride, otherwise I think I probably would have gone through.
Although there are only 13 women competing, Ireland's gnarly conditions gives them an ideal opportunity to show outstanding skills as they compete in the strongest contest of this year's tour. Daida Moreno, whose twin sister is current wave champion, eventually battles to win this year's Irish title.
Every time after you crash, you go like, what am I doing? I shouldn't be doing this, you know? Most of the riders will wake up all unconscious in the sail. It happened more than once.
A big aerial and then sort of come down as I landed. It just sort of snapped and folded.
Go from 40 knots to 0 in a split second.
Posterior cruciate and medial collateral just sort of folded underneath me.
Your vertebrae comes out.
His lips were purple, you know?
You separate a few ribs.
Then you've got a leg which isn't really feeling too good and you're out in the waves when it's pretty big and you sort of get below the waves.
All your buddies on the beach go like, you know? It's kind of one of those things.
And there's no shortage of excitement in the men's final.
Oh, 4-0. Pretty windy on the heat, and feels pretty good. I don't know what the other guy did, but I got a couple jumps, I got a couple waves, and that's so cool! We tried to tell my mom about this. I'm windsurfing in the snow. I love this place.
By the final day, the weather is joining in the war, throwing all it can at the Dingle Peninsula. While Cisco was kind of hoping the wind would drop, 63 sailors, 2 in particular, were praying for wind, and wind we got. So the double goes ahead, and I, for one, am not going to blow this second chance.
Sound, I love the sound. You're like going along and you hear, and you come to the ramp, and you just hear, and that's the last sound you hear.
The first of the big names to crash was Bjorn Dunkerbeck, who felled a Kiwi wind warrior, Scott Fenton. Next in the firing line was Australian Scott McKershaw. The next one to stagger out was windsurf legend Robbie Nash, defeated by my Aussie mate Jason Pollico. Jason then went on to knock out Sweden's Anders Bringdahl. I took my chance to make up for a disappointing first round performance and dispatch with Josh Stone. And now I was up against my closest friend and biggest rival, Jason Pollico.
You're with your friends, and there's nothing better than that. You know, you're riding the perfect wave, and you see your friend, and you're watching him, and you're hooting and stuff, and you know, he's trying as hard as he can because he knows that you're watching, and that's what it's all about, I think.
I think Nick won.
I think Jason won. I'm stoked. I can't believe I beat him. I'm stoked, yeah. So.
By getting through to the final, win or lose, I have put myself in a position where I can win the overall wave title in Maui next month, which means I can relax and enjoy the best windsurfing Ireland can offer.
Francisco's awesome sailor, you know, he rips. So I'm pretty happy with second. It's better than fifth from what I was in the single elimination.
I'll take second. and not bad. Nice work? Yeah, I think you guys, UK guys, the English guys, they should forget about soccer and just pay attention to what you do good, and that's windsurfing.
Back loop from Francisco Goya. Has he landed it? Yes, his tail is up.
Are you going to come back? Oh, definitely. I love this place. I like the Guinness. The people are nice too.